So a number of years ago, as I worked with a variety of different CEOs, I found that they wore different hats throughout any given day. They took on different roles in their job as owner, president, CEO. And I began to explore those different roles. And I found that while there are many, there were six that seemed to stand out the most. So I'd like to walk you through each of these six roles. And as we look at each of these, I would like for each of you to think about how effective are you in each of these six roles, and how much time do you spend in each of these six roles. Okay, start off with the first one is that each of you are a casting director. You're a talent agent. You are, and this may be the most important role that each of you have, is at the end of the day, you're responsible for finding and retaining talent. Just like the casting director for a movie or a TV show, responsible for finding talent, you're responsible for finding the best people for your enterprise. You're a casting director. Jim Collins, the author, again, was famous when he looked at these great companies. He found something they did really well, and the CEOs spearheaded this effort, is getting the right people on the bus, wrong people off the bus, right people in the right seat. You're the casting director. Recruiter in chief, part of your job description. The second role that each of you has is at the highest level, you are the scorekeeper in your business. You're responsible for making sure that you're keeping score in your business, that you know when you're winning and you know when you're losing. And you know what winning looks like, and how many runs do you need? How many touchdowns do you need to win a particular game, to achieve a particular objective? So you're responsible for making sure that within your business, there are certain metrics that are being tracked. We'll talk much more about that in Module 4. We call those key performance indicators, KPIs. So identifying, for your company, what are the most important KPIs, the most important key performance indicators, and making sure that you're tracking those numbers. I was first introduced to this idea of scorekeeper when I was young. I was in college. I used to work for my dad during holidays from school when I'd come home, Christmas and summer. He was the general manager for a very large tire distribution business, largest in Florida. And I used to work for him during the breaks. And frankly, I thought I should have been working in the office. I think I was office material. He didn't agree. He had me working out in the warehouse. Imagine working out in a tire warehouse in the middle of a South Florida summer. It was humbling work at the least. But at the end of every day, I would come into my dad's office. He had a nice, big, cool, air-conditioned office, and I'd come in there at the end of every day, and we'd talk shop. We'd talk about business. And what I remember is every day when I would come into his office, on the corner of his desk, he had a Post-it note about this size, a Post-it note on the corner of his desk every day, and there were some numbers scribbled on his Post-it note. One day I asked my dad, I said, Dad, every day I come in here, I see this Post-it note on the corner of your desk. I said, what's up with the Post-it note? What are those numbers? He said, I get that Post-it note by 10 a.m. every morning. It comes from my controller, whose office is right across the hallway, he said. On that Post-it note, there are three numbers: sales from the previous day, accounts receivable as of 10 o'clock this morning, how much cash we have in the bank as of 10 o'clock this morning. Three numbers that he looked at every single day by 10 o'clock. He then went on to tell me that he said, as long as I have those three numbers every day, I can do my job. I can lead this company. I can make good decisions about people, about customers, about vendors, as long as I know sales, receivables, and cash every single day. Well, what that caused me to think is that if he had 3 numbers that he needed to see every day, makes sense that every business owner, every business leader must have their own 3 numbers that they should be looking at every single day. What are your 3 numbers? They may be similar to my dad's. They could be completely different. 3 numbers that you need to look at every single day in your role as scorekeeper of your business. How do you keep score? Again, we'll talk much more about this when we get into module 4, when we talk about financial performance. Scorekeeper. Third role that each of you has is each of you are a designer. You're responsible for the design and the organization of your business. You're responsible for the daily operation of your business. How does it operate? What happens at 8 o'clock? What happens at 10 o'clock? What happens on Tuesdays? What happens on Fridays? You're responsible for the design of your business. If you've had a chance to start reading Michael Gerber's book, The E-Myth, that book is all about designing your business for growth. But at the highest level, you're responsible for how your business operates. Policies, procedures, checklists. You're responsible for all that, the design of your business. You're the architect of your business.